So you guys know how much I love a good challenge in the kitchen, turning like one food into the vegan version of another food, tofu into chicken, banana blossoms into fish. That's kind of my jam. That's my go-to.
This is my, turn that song off. This is my jam.
Although I still don't really know what I get more pleasure from, the excitement and the high I get from actually successfully creating this thing that I went out to create, or the angry meat eaters in the comment section afterwards when I post it. Well, today I thought that I would try turning king oyster mushrooms into pepperoni. This pepperoni recipe is taken from my friend Mark. If you don't know Mark, you should go follow him right now.
Oh, hi, Mark.
He runs a channel called Stache. He pretty much takes what I do to the next level. Like, he gets very, very sciencey with it. I'm pretty much convinced that he can take any plant and turn it into a vegan version of a meat. Think of this as like the lazy version of his recipe. I don't have time to wait like 2-3 days for pepperoni, and I just want to see if there's like a at-home friendlier way to do it. All right, so the main element of this recipe is going to be like what the meat part is, and for that we're going to use a king oyster mushroom. It has to look like this, because you can cut it and see how it's like thick and round. Then we're going to make a pepperoni flavored marinade. So for that we have some liquid smoke, we have some fennel, beet powder, so we get it looking nice and red. And then we're going to throw together a wet starch, a dry starch, and cook that up and throw it on a pizza, because I definitely want to see how it turns out on a pizza. All right, so we have 1 tablespoon of mushroom powder, 1.5 teaspoons smoked paprika, half a teaspoon anise, 1 teaspoon ground fennel, a few shakes of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of beetroot powder, 1 teaspoon soy sauce, 1.5 cups of water, and a little bit of maple syrup or agave, and a couple drops of liquid smoke. All right, so when Mark makes this, he trims the tops and the bottoms of these, but leaves them whole because he injects them with the marinade and lets them marinate overnight. We're not gonna do that. We're doing this the lazy way. So we are going to very thinly slice these little round guys and then throw them in the marinade. And you can marinate this overnight for sure, but you can also marinate it for like 30 minutes to an hour. So either let these sit for about an hour or overnight, and then you get this. For our dry starch, we just have some tapioca starch here and then some paprika. Now in his recipe, he says he has gluten starch. I didn't have that, but he said that it was fine to use tapioca starch, just not cornstarch. Let's make our wet starch. So we have some tapioca starch, some anise, a couple of shakes of oregano, some fennel, red wine vinegar, and of course some paprika. You're going to want to add a little bit of water to this, but you will definitely need less than you think. Take one of your mushrooms, put it into the slurry, then into your other starch mixture, give it a good shake, and throw it into a steamer. Steam these for about 10 to 15 minutes. All right, so it should start to look kind of solid. This is looking like a little gelatinous. It's been about 10 minutes. I feel like this is kind of what we're going for here. I'm gonna go in with a fork. Something kind of like this. And it's going to cook the rest of the way on the pizza. So for my pizza here, I'm just going to test it out on a tortilla pizza because time. So I just added some of my homemade tomato sauce and this Miyoko's like liquid cheese. And I guess we can just throw on our pepperoni. I don't know what you're seeing, but this looks pretty pepperoni. Pepper.
That you could.
It looks like pepperoni. I can already see the comments. That looks nothing like pepperoni. Looks pretty good. I'm trying to discern what's the pepperoni and what's the pizza. Here, I'm gonna take this off. Flavor's really good. Oh wow. Less starch next time. But other than that, like, it's really good. Couple of tweaks, but definitely worthy of your time. So that is my lazy take on Mark from Stache's recipe. I definitely am going to make a couple tweaks. Definitely let me know in the comment section if you are going to try this at home, and let me know if you have any food challenges or foods that you want turned vegan. You can leave that there as well. As always, thanks again for watching, and make sure you check out my other videos for amazing cooking inspiration.